Hello, this is Son of Winter. This is my latest podcast episode on supernatural events. Today I'm going to do something very different from usual. Previously, I've been talking about ghost encounter, holy laughter from the Holy Spirit. I talk about 碟仙, which was translated in Chinese or Mandarin rather. Today, it is still something considered supernatural, but more to the superstitious side. But it's something that people might be very interested to know about, which they can apply immediately to their house. Feng Shui. Okay, Feng Shui is a very interesting knowledge. So we can apply it directly to our household right now. So you can view through my presentation and see how it can be applied to your life right now. All right. So, but there is a lot of theories and knowledge related to Feng Shui. Due to lack of time, I will just focus on how to improve the Feng Shui of your room. You can choose to believe it or not. It's really up to you, but you can take it as a source of reference. Now, so the objective for today's podcast will be on how can you maintain good flow of positive energy in your own room, both the bedroom and the study room. For some people, you only have one room. Your room is your bedroom and your study room. Okay. And how can you use Feng Shui to remedy problems related to your health and work? Now, so in general, your room should be as spacious as possible so that your full potential can be realized. Number two, it should be a clean room and bright enough to attract positive energy to it. So if you can, please do thorough cleaning of your room, which will rejuvenate the energy to invite more positive energy to your room. Number three, neat. A room should be kept neat because if there is clutter, it will disrupt the flow of energy, creating a sense of confusion. So if your room has a dustbin right now, it must be covered always and emptied it frequently. It's important to keep your room clean and neat at all times to remove any negative energy or prevent the accumulation of negative energies in your room. Colors. Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about colors here. The colors of a room is very important to balance the yin and yang energy. Dark colors produce yin energy and bright colors generate yang energy. It is not good to have too much of the bright colors and too much of the dark colors. It should be well balanced to achieve equilibrium. If there are too much yin energy from the dark colors of your room, it will cause you to fall sick easily and have low spirit, meaning you will feel bad, you will feel even depressed at times. You will feel down more easily in a room that have too much dark colors. On the other hand, it is not advisable to have excessive yang energy, which are generated by the bright colors of your room, because it will make you too energetic, overly nervous, and not be able to focus, which will affect your work performance. So when you paint your room, choose a color that's not too bright and not too dark. So the diagram illustrates what is meant by too dark, balanced, and too bright. So something in the middle will be ideal. For example, white is considered neutral, which is what many people have used. And black is too dark. Okay, I hardly see anyone having black colors wall anyway. As for the door of your bedroom or your study room should not be facing, number one, another door. Next, the mirror, pillar, sharp edges, staircase, stove, fridge, and television set. However, if it's really unavoidable that one door have to face another door, you can do this. You can hang a curtain at the other door which faces your door to remedy the clash of energy from one door to another. In Chinese, we call it 杀气. Okay. Also, protruding structures and edges generate negative energy. So consider removing these structures and edges. If not, just use a curtain or screen to block it. Alternatively, you can have bright light in front of the sharp edges. Okay. Before we move on to share about the location of your bedroom, if you still can't use a curtain or screen to cover it because it may not be aesthetically appealing, you can consider hanging a bright light in front of the sharp edge to soften the negative energy. So the bright light can actually serve to soften the negative energy. However, this will work in the study room, but not in the bedroom because the bedroom has to be switched off for you to sleep. Now, for the location of the bedroom, it's advisable that the location should be in an open and clear area. Okay, and it should not have a big tree planted near a bedroom because that will block the flow of good energy to the room. A bedroom should not be located in the basement area. Sleeping underground will create excessive yin energy, which is very bad for your health. When it comes to the selection of your bed, choose a bed that is big enough so that your leg will not be dangling from the end of the bed. It will be difficult for people who are very tall like me. So I have to choose a very big bed so that my leg will not be dangling out. Having your leg dangling out will affect your personal growth and impede your achievement. And it will be good if your bed have a solid headboard with a simple design. Okay, try not to have elaborated design. A solid headboard symbolizes good support in life. The bed mattresses, if you have, should be kept off the floor by a frame. A clear, empty space underneath the bed will ensure a good flow of energy to you when you are sleeping. Bunk beds are not recommended. The upper bunk restricts the flow of energy to the one sleeping below. The ceiling, which is very close to the upper bunk, also has some of this effect on the person who sleeps on the upper bunk. Both person on the upper and lower bunk will feel pressurized and unmotivated. Okay, it kind of generates negative energy for the two person. And please do not use water beds. Water has the ability to trap excessive yin energy, which is bad for health. Where to put the bed? The bed should be placed against a solid wall, not a window or door. A window or door is not solid enough as it will create a sense of insecurity for the sleeper. If the bed must be placed against a window, you have to use thick curtains to keep the window closed when you are sleeping. The curtains serve to hide the emptiness behind the bed. The ceiling above the bed should be empty with no structural beams or protruding objects like aircon and ceiling fan. Cover the beams with a false ceiling if the beams are unavoidable. Okay, that's the advice. The bed should not directly face the bedroom door. This is to prevent a clash of energy flowing through the door directly to the bed. Okay? Try to avoid clash of energy. As for other furniture and decorations, any furniture that is higher than the bed should not be placed directly in front of the bed because it will create pressure for the person. The bedside table must be lower or the same height as the bed because the sharp edges will produce negative energy. Remember, sharp edges generate negative energy. All those reflective materials like mirror tend to avoid good energy. So avoid having decorative reflective materials such as mirror and even television sets inside the bedroom. This will reflect away good energy. And select shelves that are covered with non-reflective materials. Okay, so avoid all reflective materials in your bedroom. Any pictures or paintings hung in the bedroom should not be covered with reflective surfaces, meaning do not cover them with maybe transparent plastic. Plants, whether it's real or fake, are not considered desirable for bedroom. Plants in your bedroom generate negative energy, which will affect health or even suck away your positive energy. Decorations such as stuffed dead animals or horrified images will create extremely negative energy and should be kept away from the bedroom. No water features should be allowed in the bedroom, as this will create energy destructive for the person's relationship with the loved one. And the color of the bedroom should give a peaceful feeling to help you relax and sleep well. Now we come to the study room. Now, for the study room, it's important to note the position of the desk. Put the study desk directly in line with the door will cause energy to rush towards the person or the reader. This harsh kind of energy is very destructive and create misfortune for the person. As a window symbolizes poor support, the reader sitting with his or her back near a window will be exposed to negative energy. So try to avoid having your back facing the window. Okay, this will create unfavorable situation for the person. Sitting under protruding objects such as structural beam, aircon, ceiling fan, or any other protruding objects will cause fatigue and general illness. Having the front edge of the desk lean against the wall of a toilet will create damaging negative energy because the toilet is considered a place of waste disposal. So try not to have the front edge of the desk right against the wall, especially the one that is next to a toilet. Having the front edge of the desk lean against any other wall will restrict personal growth and cause obstacle in life. However, if you really cannot avoid living a distance away from the wall, try to put a picture but with non-reflective material to give a sense of space on the wall. Like this. Put a picture in front of the working desk to give a sense of space. Okay, so this will enhance your personal growth and development. Now, let's move on to the bookshelf. The bookshelf should be placed directly above the should not be placed directly above the study desk because this will create pressure for the reader or for the person who is studying or working. Open bookshelf will create tremendous negative energy because every book is actually considered to be a sharp edge. As mentioned, anything with sharp edges like books will generate negative energy for the person in the room. Sharp edges of cupboards, pillars, and wall will generate destructive energy. Try to keep aggressive and violent images to the room to a minimum. Instead, try to display pictures of successful people, okay, to generate positive energy. Warm lights will improve the flow of energy. Open the windows in the morning to bring in fresh energy. Don't close the window, open the windows to allow fresh air to come in. This will actually generate positive energy for the room. It will be good if you close your bookshelf. Yes, because this will prevent the flow of negative energy out from the edges of the book. So if you have books, right, put it in the shelf and close the shelf. Do not leave it open. I know many people like to have a library of books, but it is actually generating negative energy. Unless, yeah, there's no unless. So just don't do it. Okay, so that's it. I hoped you enjoy the session and I hope it will benefit you lah. Thank you.